You're listening to Work It Mommy, where the goal is to be the best mom ever, and most importantly, stay sane while you do it. So, I have a book review for you guys today. I know as moms, we're always looking for good information and cute little books to read to our little ones. And it's kind of hard sometimes, I found today, to actually find good books. Um, I think a lot of books nowadays have just become like they're either so serious and it's so much about learning. Some of the storybooks have kind of gone a little bit by the wayside. And of course, I really love the more like structured books. But sometimes it's nice to just cuddle up with a good little storybook, something that's just cute and kind of helps you build that bond of love between mother and child. And I firmly believe that through books, it's really one of the best ways to connect with our children. I have the most fondest and warmest memories as a little girl myself with my mom reading me books. It's actually one of my favorite memories, if not my most favorite memories. I can even still remember the books that she would read to me. I had a couple favorites and she would read them to me over and over and over again. And it's something really special. And I think that us moms, we have to remember that, and then we can ask ourselves, okay, why do they like it so much? Why does us reading a book to them stick with them so much and give them those warm, fuzzy feelings inside about us? And it's because we're cuddled up with them, they're hearing our voice, they're learning new words through the books. They're learning voice inflection when you read. You if you do a dramatic reading and you really bring it to life, it's fun for them. So those are all things that really connect with their little minds and connect with their little hearts and just make it all work together. If you can teach your children via love, if love can be your vehicle for teaching them, those lessons stay in their little hearts and their little minds for the rest of their lives. And that's one thing that I am having so much fun with is connecting with my little ones in this special, special way. So anyway, I'm always on the search for good books because we have story time just about every day. And if you've been listening to my podcast for a while now, I have a podcast episode and video episode on when we have our story time. We don't do it when most, or what's common. I just have a little bit of a different time. So if you have a minute, go back and review that particular one. The episode is called Bedtime Stories, and I give you some information on why I decided to choose a different time of day to do stories with my kids. But anyway, so the book that I am reviewing today is this little book. It's the cutest book ever. It's called You Are the Love in My Heart, and it's written by Sarah Bradshaw and illustrated by CC Biscoe. Hopefully, I'm saying those names right. Sorry, my light is a little bit bright, so you may not actually, let me take it back a little bit. There we go. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can actually see the book. I'm holding it up. I'm going to do a screen share with some more information as well. But first of all, let me tell you where I found this. I was out. I had like a crazy mommy day. I'm sick of COVID. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm getting out and I'm going to Ross. That was where I was at that day. I was too through with a lot of things. So I'm glad I stumbled out to Ross that day because I found this book. And it wasn't even where it wasn't like they don't really even have a book section. It just was like tossed about in the stuff. And it was the only one there. But I happened to see this little picture. You can see it. It's the mama bear with her little baby bear. And I just was like, oh, this book is adorable. Let me pick it up and see what it's about. And I mean, the pictures, first of all, are just the cutest thing ever. The artist, she's just great. Look at these. Look at these. I mean, they're just awesome. I love the way it's illustrated. So the thing I like about this book is that, again, like I was saying before, we have this unique way of connecting and expressing love to our little ones via reading books. I like this because that is what this book is completely about. It's about a mama bear and some other types of animals too, telling their kids how much they love them. So you get to take that little love journey, with the animals in this book, but you're also taking it with your child too. And they just love it. I'm telling you, when I actually read this book to my little ones the first time, I was actually crying with this little book. And it's not that the book is anything emotional, but it's just so cute, and I was just so happy to have them. I was just so happy to have them and to be able to say, I love you guys so much. You guys are just the light of my heart. You're the everything, you're just my everything. It just made me feel so good. And mommy, my oldest one, hey mom, what's wrong? I said, oh, I'm just so happy that we're reading this happy book. So I really like it. I'm going to read you just the first one, just so you kind of get an idea of the verbiage. Like, okay, this is a good one to read. So this is page 2, and it's a little porcupine, mama and baby. And she says, "You are the wiggle in my dance when we hear our favorite tune, holding hands and twirling all through the afternoon." Isn't that cute? You know, and it's hard to find a rhyming book too these days, and it's got some little rhymes to it. And I like reading rhyming books, rhythmic books, because I can really kind of get silly with it and jazz it up for them, and they just love it. They really, really do. So that's just kind of the inside of the book, and one of the lines and everything. So again, I think books like this are great, and this particular book is great because we know our little ones, especially when they're at the age even that they can't even talk yet, maybe they're like below 3, their understanding of how much we love them solely comes from our emotional, how we're connecting with them emotionally. So through touch, by us hugging them all the time, by us kissing them all the time. And if we're hugging and kissing them while we're saying the words, I love you so much, then they start to understand what those words mean. And this book is a good way for them to hear you say it over and over again, wrapped up in your lap and all cuddled up with you. So they start to get that point that you love them. So this is a super cute book. So that's where I found it. It was at Ross. I doubt that you're actually going to be able to find it at Ross again. So I did get this at Ross, but I really think that that was a random, one-off shot that I just happened to find it there, because you know how Ross is. Their inventory is super in one day, out the next. So you probably won't find it there if you go searching for it. But I did find it on Amazon, but I will tell you, there's only one left. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share because it does take you to the publishing website, and it does have a little bit of a blurb on the author. I could not find a website for her. It looks like she's a part of a bigger publishing firm, so she may not have her own individual website, but she is listed on this publishing company's website. So let me go ahead and do that. So this right here is a quick little screen share of what I found on Sarah Bradshaw, the author of this book. So basically, it says that she is passionate about all aspects of children's publishing, including the concept, the design. She likes to work with other writers, and she selected a couple different illustrators for some of the books. So it did have a follow feature. I guess that's a new feature of Amazon right now. You can like follow some of the products on Amazon, which is kind of cool. So this right here are all things that are a part of the publishing company. I don't believe that Sarah has actually written all of these, but she did write this one right here at the bottom. This is the one that I just showed you. You are the love in my heart. So again, there's only one left, and it's for $15.60. Although I found it at Ross for $4.99. Okay, so my price tag is still on here. I got it for 4.99 at Ross. So if you happen to be going there, and of course, safely, of course, make sure you wear your mask and all that, mommies, because we don't have time for COVID. That's the last thing we need on top of being mommies. But give it a shot because 4.99 versus 16.50 if it's close to you, if it's close and convenient. If not, just order it here. I'm sure they'll be restocking these, hopefully. Yeah, so sorry that there's only one left. I'm glad I stumbled upon this one. It's such a cute book. But she does have some other ones, like this is a bedtime lullaby one. This is, again, everything that's on this page is part of this group of publishers, okay, or of authors, I'm sorry, through this one publishing company. And the publishing company it's here is called Kids Book Publishing, and it kind of gives you like their bestsellers. There is a catalog here as well that kind of has like everything. The thing is about it is that this is a publishing company, so you are not actually able to just go on and order these. You do have to kind of like find out where it is. It does give you the links to at least publish on Amazon, but again, if it's not on Amazon, then you're not going to be able to get it anywhere unless you just stumble upon it. So just know that. But yeah, this publishing company, I have a ton of their stuff. I didn't even realize it, but they've got, books on every subject for all different ages, as you can see here, all the way from, 0 to 2 to ages 8 and up. So and different types. Some are educational books, some are story books. They have all kinds of kids activities as well. So kidsbookpublishing.com is a great one. So that's kind of my information for this book for you ladies. I really hope that you found this review to be helpful. I hope that this review has not only told you about a great book to read to your little ones, and I think this is one that they'll hold on to. Like, I actually have some of my kids' books from my childhood because, again, I just love those books so much, and I kept them. And then my mom kept them in like pristine condition, and my kids have them now. Like, well, some of them I still like, I don't actually want them to mess up. So some of those I have in a like secret little stash area in my closet. But the ones that I feel like they can handle right now and, aren't going to be like a family heirloom type thing, they are in their room. And we read those books all the time. And it's pretty cool because I read those, as a kid too. My mom read them to me. Now I'm reading them to my child. So I definitely recommend a book like this is one you want to like keep around, and if they have their own kids one day, they can have it and then their kids can read it too. So it's a nice family bonding and family tradition type thing, family heirloom that you can pass down and create your own little family tradition that way. But so again, I hope you really enjoyed this review. I hope you're able to find the book. I hope that they restock it soon. Thank you so much for listening to Work It Mommy. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.